7 rock legends couldn't stand him. But what David Lee Roth did behind the scenes will shock you. The story of David Lee Roth isn't just about music. It's about ego, control, and what happens when one personality becomes too dominant for others to handle. On stage, he was explosive, full of confidence and charisma. But off-stage, that same personality slowly created tension that turned into serious conflict over time. This wasn't just one fight or one misunderstanding. It was a repeated pattern. Number 1. Eddie Van Halen. Eddie Van Halen was the heart of the band and the most important figure behind Van Halen's sound. At the beginning, his partnership with Roth was perfect. Eddie handled the music while Roth handled the show. But as fame grew, Roth's need to control attention started taking over everything. He began dominating interviews, public image, and even influencing decisions inside the band. Eddie felt like the music was being pushed aside and replaced with ego and performance. The real conflict was about vision. Eddie wanted musical growth and experimentation, while Roth wanted control and spotlight. This difference slowly turned into frustration, then arguments, and finally, a complete breakdown that changed the band forever. Number 2. Sammy Hagar. Sammy Hagar came into the band after Roth left, but the tension didn't end there. It became even more open. Sammy clearly stated that Roth was difficult, unpredictable, and too focused on attention instead of teamwork. The biggest issue for Sammy was trust. He believed Roth could not be relied on because his behavior could change at any moment. One time cooperative, next time completely difficult. That inconsistency made working together unstable. Sammy valued structure, discipline, and unity, while Roth operated on impulse and ego. This difference turned into a strong rivalry that lasted for years. Number 3. Michael Anthony. Michael Anthony was calm, loyal, and avoided drama, but even he felt the pressure of Roth's personality. The issue here wasn't loud conflict, it was silent frustration. Roth's dominating presence often pushed others into the background, making them feel less important. Anthony valued teamwork and balance, but Roth's approach created imbalance inside the band. Over time, this led to distance and discomfort, showing that not all conflicts are loud. Some grow quietly and last longer. Number 4. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons supported Van Halen early in their career and helped them gain attention. But later, even he found Roth difficult to deal with. The main problem was unpredictability. Roth could be brilliant and focused one moment, then suddenly become hard to manage. For someone like Simmons, who values discipline and business structure, this was a serious issue. In the music industry, consistency matters, and Roth didn't always provide that. Number 5. Noel Monk. Noel Monk, the band's manager, saw everything behind the scenes. According to him, Roth's behavior could be exhausting, not because of lack of talent, but because of constant intensity and control issues. Managing a band is already stressful, but when one personality dominates too much, it creates pressure on everyone. Monk's experience showed that the tension wasn't just inside the band, it affected the entire team working around them. Number 6. Ted Templeman. Ted Templeman, as a producer, needed focus and structure in the studio. Roth brought energy, but that energy didn't always fit into a controlled recording environment. Studio work requires discipline, and Roth's unpredictable nature sometimes made things difficult. Templeman respected Roth's talent, but balancing creativity with control was not easy when Roth was involved. Number 7. David Coverdale. David Coverdale had a completely different personality, more controlled, structured, and disciplined. Roth was the opposite, wild, loud, and unpredictable. Even without direct conflict, this contrast explains why Roth's style didn't work for everyone. Their approach to fame, performance, and professionalism was completely different, which naturally created tension. At the end of the day, the reason so many people had strong issues with David Lee Roth comes down to one simple truth. He wasn't built to be easy to work with. He was built to stand out. And when someone stands out that much, it often creates a friction with everyone around them. The same energy that made him legendary on stage is exactly what made him difficult off stage. At the end of the day, David Lee Roth remains one of the most unforgettable figures in rock history. His talent, confidence, and unmatched stage presence made him a true icon, someone who could command attention the moment he stepped on stage. But at the same time, those very qualities also created tension behind the scenes, making it difficult for many people to work closely with him over long periods. His strong personality, need for control, and unpredictable nature often clashed with others who valued structure, balance, and teamwork. Still, whether people admired him or struggled with him, one thing is undeniable. David Lee Roth didn't just follow the rules of rock. He rewrote them